Say I do believe at some point in the past, at least, I have seen Dovidio play. This is going to be Bayonetta Ness. This is a bit of a funky matchup. Bayonetta so big on a lot of her jump callouts. You actually make it so difficult for Ness to approach in neutral in the beginning. Pressing that neutral on the way back down, doesn't get the heel slide. Already Dovidio just establishing a good presence in neutral.
Absolutely. I have a tinfoil hat theory that players who have a game come out in the last month automatically get buffed. So Bayonettas are you have a few weeks left to capitalize on that. So let's see what Dovidio can make happen here, because I think Bayonetta is still a sleeper force in the grander meta of Ultimate.
She has just been performing so well, especially within the EU. EU, we have Bloom. Here we have Lima. Those are the two biggest representations that are doing so well. And it's going to be exciting how Lima actually competes this weekend. But right now, we don't have time for Lima, which was so huge, but doesn't actually end up getting the follow-up. It has to air dodge up. How do you actually land here?
Honestly, looks like a little air dodge back, able to make something happen. But now, Syrup, I'm liking how different he's playing this time around. Just kind of hopping around, just kind of waiting patiently. Because when you fight against Bayonetta, every interaction can be so deadly. Not as much at these percents. You have a little bit of a safe window here. Oh, great read on that roll and able to get the job done. But yeah, when you are at high percents, you can only afford to get hit by certain moves, not Witch Time. I can't say that.
That one back hill whiffed. Wasn't able to actually get there in time. Syrup stuck at the ledge. Huge down, but doesn't actually deal enough knockback to get anything substantial going.
Oh, and the Witch Time again. Every Ness does like to mash a bit here and there as a treat. But
as a bit of a treat, you know, if you're good.
Not able to get the kill though, but holding the extension on the guns to get a little bit more distance. Crisp.
That was optimal. That was all you needed was that one hit of the ABK. You shove Ness all the way to the blast zone, and then you remind him how feeble and pathetic his recovery really is.
Yep. Sometimes you just gotta let him know.
Oh, the rising up tilt as well. That up tilt is so good. It's so non-committal. You don't commit to any specials, so it lets you reset on the platform that much more efficiently.
Okay, and Syrup maybe playing one step ahead, whipping a pivot grab. And Dovidio, I like what they're doing where they just kind of run back and hold center stage sometimes. Against Ness, I feel like that's so important because if you do get hit, if you're close to a blast zone, there's a solid chance you might just die if you get caught with the bad DI slipping. So now, hits with the sweet spot of up tilt, and that leads to a lot. Gonna just get the jabs here, excuse me, the forward air, 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to be just fine.
Oh my gosh, the back throw. Not going to be able to kill, but that DI might have been a little bit sus for a second. ABK into the Witch Twist doesn't actually fully lead into a follow-up, and Syrup cleans up that kill with the back throw. But that being said, Dovidio is still keeping this pretty close. 102%. You can get something going, but will you get Bayonettas? Will you get stuck at that point where you can't close out?
I think a lot of that depends on that rage and how well they can just open up in neutral, because that back air was huge. It shows that, you know, you have the chops to play neutral and kind of mess with Ness's shield in a decent way. But in order to get Bayonettas, you have to actually be able to get the hits, and just none of the hits are adding up to, well, none of the hits are even happening, really.
Yeah. Just looking for the back hill, and Syrup actually going to be fighting the late hit of his own, and the Witch Time, the bats within, coming in clutch, getting Dovidio out of that situation, but still not off the ledge.
Okay, get up attack, very nice counterplay to the up smash, and there we go, finds that back air, going to get the kill. Good DI attempt by Syrup, and oh no, the bats give and the bats take away. And I think that was the spot dodge bats, because the roll bats would have put you away, so unfortunate situation right there. And that's going to be it for that game number 1. Syrup calling out that spot dodge in a hard way.
Yeah, that's just kind of Ness up smash. It's actually just like one of the best tools in the game to be able to cover these spot dodges, even belligerently against like somebody like Bayonetta. Granted, down tilt is such like a safe poking tool. This was a misspace. This was absolutely a misspace in any regard. You need to be a little bit further back because Bayonetta low profile. She's able to get past a lot of rising options. When she pulls her leg back, she's going to be outside of the distance of up smash as well. So I do question this decision a little bit from Dovidio, and then try to, of course, which time or try to get out of that situation as fast as possible, but alas, it's a multi-hit. Ness's up smash is a multi-hit. It's able to persist through the bats within. It's still able to get in there and get that kill. Yeah,
I think a big part of that down tilt on top of that was Dovidio trying to do that preemptively to stop Syrup from getting in that space. So he was able to just cover a little bit more space than you anticipated. You had already committed to the down tilt at that point, and then by then it was GG. The attempt on the spot dodge was just kind of grasping at air, but at the end of the day, you were done. You were done. And this is one of the biggest switches I've seen in a long time. Wait, what? Bayonetta into Donkey Kong.
You don't really see it, and maybe for good reason. This could be tough for Donkey Kong. Granted, I will say, his advantage state, his buttons on shield, fantastic. But now, Donkey Kong in disadvantage. You force out a double jump, you eat a PK fire, you may have actually died had Sigurd gotten the sweet spot. Entirely
true. And so now, Dovidio just trying to hold back on the stage, using the ground slams just to try and buy some space back. I'm liking the pacing. I'm like, the Donkey Kong is looking good, but the thing is, juggling or getting juggled is so brutal in this matchup.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, especially like the ledge play as well. You have so much time to bust out all these different options, and now you're forced to make it back on. So you have ample time just to sit there, wait, and say, okay, I got a down smash coming your way. There is nothing that you can do here to make it out of that. And little forward out of shield into the up air, big damage afoot. Yep,
this is exactly what I was worried about. Kind of paying that heavy tax. Only 50%. I say only 50%, but it could have been worse. Syrup's a top player. I mean, I guess you got to check. You got to make sure that they can do that, I guess. You never
know who it's going to be able to work on. But again, that PK fire is so non-committal. Dovidio tries to land in with that down B as well, which can be a little bit safe on shield, but it is a bit of a funky option. Up air, going to be able to kill. This is, I mean, this is Ness DK.
Yeah, that was not the switch. That was not the switch. The Bayo was looking mostly fine. It was more like individual adaptations. And, you know, you can knowledge check with some characters, but you cannot knowledge check with DK. Everyone's played against a solid DK before.
And so you're really seeing it. He's getting the text on point. He's getting the stage text on point. That time around, though, Dovidio did get the kill, but at what cost? The PK fire as well, just in case Dovidio got hit by it. Look at this coverage. Look at this damage output. Look at this coverage.
I'm liking the defense from Dovidio, though. Like, the air dodges are getting punished, but, like, you know, they're well-timed, and the techs are good at, like, being mixed up and stuff. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
Sigurd almost did, like, a Thunder bounce on the stage to get another PK Thunder. I thought that's what he was going for, but he only had intent on hitting DK, not himself. Dovidio, 130%. Has to make it back on. KO punch, DK punch, such a good tool.
Okay, that was an okay trade, and wow, with that lasting, that was 5 years as a hitbox. Sheesh.
That was stupidly active hitbox, and all of a sudden, it's last stock.
All right, okay. I was sleeping on the DK a little bit, making me correct myself. I respect it.
That was such a good idea to use the punch to be able to maybe try to scare off Sigurd. Maybe if you get the hit, that's the opening to make it back on. But at the end of the day, if a DK is going low against anybody, especially Ness, you can easily flow chart that recovery. He is so vulnerable. That side hitbox and up B, that thing is pretty generous. It is a good hitbox. But vertically speaking, that is a blind spot and a half.
Yeah, not much you can really do to get out of that situation safely. Unfortunate stuff, but Syrup still looking as strong as ever. Again, he spot dodged it. I didn't even see that.
Optimal.
I didn't even see that. I thought it was just like slightly outspaced.
That was the best possible option. That was honestly impeccable from Syrup. I felt like the decision making from both players was really, really solid, but the fact that Syrup was still in a presence of mind to be able to spot dodge that, he simply outplayed Dovidio. That's all that happened. He just outplayed him.
Yep. Truly amazing work. And with that, I mean, Syrup's going to be moving on through. Donkey Kong's face expressions are so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing stuff.
Timeless,
amazing stuff.
Truly.
Yep. Speaking of timeless, I think it is pizza time.
It is indeed pizza time. Everybody. We, of course, have Papa John's as one of the proud sponsors of this event. So, my friend, I have a question.
What's
Getting
up?
hungry?
Yes,
Need to re-up? It's easy. Level up with Papa John's. Go to bts.gg/Papa John's or click on the banner below and get 20% off with code Papa John Smash. Look at this pizza.
This pizza. It's good pizza. It smells good.
Smells good. Smells delicious. In fact, I might have had a bit of a big lunch, but I may just have a little bite to indulge in the meantime. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a fantastic slice of pizza, if I say so myself. Thank you to Papa John's for, once again, being so courteous to be able to provide us with this pizza. Okay.
Good stuff.
Once again, discount code, right? Papa John Smash, 20% off your next delivery. It's going to be some good stuff. That's a huge discount.
In this economy, shoot. Like, food prices are rising, Papa John still got you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, thank you, Devin, for the replay.
That needs to be an emote.
I'm so glad that he got us with that. So, Pizza time has officially concluded. I wish that I knew this beforehand. I would have not eaten such a big lunch.
For real.
But that's okay.
But still, yeah.
It's a little bit on us. So
I'll never be mad at pizza.
Yeah.
I'll never.
Yeah, no reason to whatsoever. I do believe we have another set coming up ahead of us shortly.
Yep, it's going to be Fred Hopney. These tags, I'm loving the creativity of these tags. Some of them are kind of wild, but